I always wanted an older Sanitaire like this, and while this one is not mine, I'm happy to have done a restore job on it. So, here's all what I did. And this won't be too up to date as of tomorrow, because I'm gonna have a new roller come in. But this roller isn't too bad, so I figured I'd put this in the video and just test it like this. I have a standard Viper Groomer 2 coming in, so... but this is being used at a church camp I used to work at back in the day. And this one they just recently added to their fleet of vacuums out there. And it was pretty much all Sanitaires. And the Eureka commercial Sanitaire machine, you know, with the plastic yellow hood. But recently we've changed that up, and I've sold them a bunch of pro teams. They have probably 3 out there at the moment. 1 backpack and 2 15-inch uprights. Pro Force, that's it. And those are way more reliable, than these Sanitaires are. And quieter, more efficient, no fans to break, no bells to change. But they still have a bunch of these Sanitaires around. I think in total they probably have about 15 vacuums out there. One of them's a Kirby Heritage 2. And then there's this Sanitaire, the yellow one I just worked on, which I'm not going to do a video on because there's a million videos of that out there. There's a red Sanitaire with the shakeout bag, the SC648-B. And there's the SC649 with the gray top and then the black shakeout bag. And then at one point they also had 2 with the dump cup at the bottom, and then the top half was a bag. But I think those got thrown away, and I think the SC679J did too. I was told really the only other Sanitaire out there is the red one now. And then they have a red backpack that's a Sanitaire also. And that one's the SC420-A, I believe. So this is from 1987. And if I can flip it over here, you can't... I don't know if you can see it on camera, but maybe if I get it in the light. Can't really see it. Okay, yeah, you can. 87. And it is a SC648-B. So, pretty old machine. However, I love the metal motor Sanitaires. They're much better than the plastic motor ones. I love the sound. I love the performance. And if we open up this outer bag here, I've got some aftermarket bag in here, as well as a brand new belt. So, no new bearings. I just put some grease into the bearings, and it sounds way better than it did because those were so dry. They just sounded real bad. It sounded like the machine was getting ready to disembowel itself, but it sounds much better now, and with the new roller, it's going to sound even better. Most of this noise that you're going to hear that might sound like bearing noise is going to be from the brush roll, because I believe this might be the original one. If not, it's definitely over 10 years old, because it is not new looking at all. So, we'll give her a spin here. A little bit of that might be some motor bearing noise too, because again, these are the original bearings that are in there, just greased up. But still, most of it's coming from the brush roller. So, but overall, I mean, the condition that it's in, I'm pretty satisfied with it, and I didn't really need to get a new brush roll, but the brush strips are getting kind of worn down, and I hate rebuilding the rollers on Sanitaires because they always get all dinged up or bent, and it's just not worth my time. You're just better off replacing it, so I figured I'd just get them a new roller set. That's one less thing they'll have to worry about. And the motor brushes looked perfect on this. Well, I mean, you know, they're definitely original and old, but still they had about an inch on them, which is phenomenal for a machine this old. You would think they'd be worn down to just little nubs about that long by now, but anyway. And this one has a gray handle. I think this would have been black originally, so I'm pretty sure this was a add-on later on whenever the handle fell off or whatever, but it's a beautiful machine, and it's still got the original cord hooks that twist too, except the bottom one doesn't. But yeah, this is a one of a kind here, at least to me.